Hello. So I was going through an exercise myself regarding noticing how I feel about money these days, because I've been doing a lot of integration regarding money stories and habits and the likes, and I thought it might actually be useful to share this exercise with you as well. So for the exercise, you'll only need yourself, and if you have one or two, whatever denomination you have, bills, that will be even more useful. But if you don't have them at hand, you can also do this with your imagination, keeping in mind excuse me, that if you actually use tangible physical money, the responses, the reactions that you'll elicit will be more visceral, really. And the higher the denomination, the more visceral the reaction will be. So for this exercise, we'll also be using a little bit of space, because we're going to be entering into an embodiment of a giving pose and the embodiment of a receiving pose. So these poses come from what was formerly known as embodied yoga postures, something I learned in the certification for embodiment coaching. And these are very, very, very useful for us to see how we are in our body regarding a certain subject. Because sometimes we think that, oh no, I'm very good at receiving money, or I'm very good at paying for things, giving money. We might think that. Our body might tell actually another story. So that's what we'll be doing here. With the bills, we are going to start by entering into a giving posture, and we're going to see just what our natural response is. And natural response, by that I mean how we feel. What's the reaction? What emerges? Does it feel like, a joyful, yes, experience, or does something lock in, contract? That will let us know how at ease we are in the giving of money, and then in the other posture, in the receiving of money, which I'm sure we all think that we can receive very well. In my experience, that's not quite the case, but now we can know for ourselves. So I'm going to demonstrate the postures before and then practice. So the postures themselves, you have both legs underneath your hips, and you're going to bring one leg to the front, doesn't matter which one, however you prefer, and you're going to have that front knee bent. The back leg is going to be straight out. And when you put about 60% of your weight in the front leg, this is going to be our receiving pose. So from the side, this could be neutral posture, and from here, stepping forward, front leg knee bent, straight in the back leg, and we would give something. So this would be, I'm giving something. So 60% leaning forward, not leaning in terms of torso, but weight is leaning on the front leg. This is giving. Let's try that with money. So I'm going to just show you from the neutral posture, hands in a giving position. I have two because I'm going to use one in each hand, but it doesn't matter, you can put both or just one in one hand. And from here, I'm imagining I'm giving this money. So there's a giving motion. Giving. How does this feel? So my solar plexus is a little bit contracted, like, yeah, I don't really want to. So with this, I know where I stand regarding giving money at this particular point in time. So what do I do here? I can just stay in the position and start breathing through the areas where I feel the contraction. Or if I want, I can start stretching, noticing the sensations, or internally I can bring my awareness deeply into the area where I feel the contraction, and just notice the sensations, because it's just energy that's locked. And when we bring awareness to the area, energy starts moving again. So you might have other tools. These are suggestions. You can also massage the area. Again, it's energy that's locked, and anything that helps it flow again. Deep breathing, stretching, massaging, awareness helps the energy flow more freely. And it might, as it moves, bring up a surge of emotion. If it does, same thing, let it flow through. It's something that's just coming to the surface to be integrated and released. So this is giving. 60% of the weight in the front, hands giving something and noticing how you feel. From here, we can go to the receiving. So the receiving posture, if we're starting again from the neutral position, it's still one leg in the front, one in the back, however you prefer. Only this time we're going to bend the back leg knee and straighten the front leg. And about 60% of our weight is going to be in the back. And we're going to have our hands not in a giving position, but in a receiving position. And with that, bring in what we are wanting to test, how we are at receiving it. Receiving. Yeah, how does this feel? I'm feeling again my solar plexus going, just in a different location. So the giving was more on the right side, the receiving is more on the left side. Same thing, it's just awareness. Breathe through it, stay there, massage the area, stretch it, bring awareness there until it feels more okay. This relief. Something released, something loosened a little bit. And I can decide to move again into the giving posture. So I change from back, 60% leaning on my back to 60% leaning on the front. And how does this feel now? I still feel a little bit of tension, but much less than before. So I'm just going to breathe through it. Until something feels like it starts moving. And I could stay here for longer, but I want to make this a little bit of a dynamic back and forth, so I'm going to shift from here to receiving. 60% of the weight is leaning on the back leg, and now the front leg is straight. There's still a little bit there, more so on receiving actually than on giving. Massage the lovely solar plexus. And breathe. Try another round. Giving. Hands forward, giving. Feels more joyful now. And receiving. So I'm not leaning back, I'm staying upright, sort of, but my weight is leaning on the back leg. And my hands are closer to me. I'm receiving a gift. Feels better as well. So doesn't feel as stressed, which is interesting because it's a reaction, almost like a unsafe, what's this, what? But it's feeling more like a slight suspicion, but not as reactive as before. So I have my workshop cut out for me, as Greg Braden would say. Test different flows with giving and receiving. Test with other denomination bills as well. Test with imagining bigger amounts, and test this and release and help energy flow at different times throughout the day and even throughout different environments if you have the ability. I felt inspired to share. Hope this helps you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.